Well, after 2,400 miles from South Carolina to Western Canada, I'm finally here. I'm in Edmonton. The trees look nice, the weather is so good. But is the receiver happy to see me? No. And I don't like when that happens. Basically, they give me one address, and I go there, and it's a small shop, the same kind of rental shop where they rent machinery. And I have basically those little generators, kind of like that one over there. It says cat. It's kind of like a generator sitting on its own little trailer. And they say, no, we don't accept new generators here. Here's the new address, go around. And it's like, it's not far, it's like, I don't know, 1 mile, but you have to go, you know, through the trouble of pulling out of there, and it's all tight. You go through the lights, and I call my dispatch, and they say, oh, we did like 8 trucks worth of this stuff, and you're the first that said there was a problem with the address. Did you call the customer before you showed up? And I'm saying, wait a second, it says in black and white, ship to, right? I put it into my GPS, it's a valid address. If this was not a valid address, I would have called them. I don't need directions, you know, I know where it is. But that's the fact of trucking life. Oh, and I asked them, so why can't you just unload me here, and then you have a bunch of small trucks, you know, you can just deliver it over there. And they say, oh no, we don't want to run into, then we will run into transportation charges. Of course, so now we are the delivery service. And a funny thing happened. See that guy there with those red generators, the step deck with the front axle that moves, and it's a red truck. And I saw him at the rest area about half an hour east of Edmonton, and I knew that this guy was going to the same place I was, so I left before him thinking, hey, you know, I'm gonna beat this guy, otherwise I'm gonna wait for him to get unloaded. And he has a whole bunch of generators, right? I have only 3 for this place. Anyway, so I went to that place, to the what my paperwork said, and of course that was the wrong address. So now I come here, I see this truck. I walked up to the driver and I told him the story, and we both laughed. You know how ironic it can be sometimes. You try to beat someone and it just doesn't work. So anyway, so now just waiting for all those guys to unload and see what happens. Oh, police showed up. Oh, I hope they're not from in here, because I'm parked on the left side of the road, you know, against the traffic direction. But what can I do? There's no space here. Well, things are moving along. I'm already in the driveway, so I don't have to worry about cops giving me a ticket. There's a railway line going there, so I can sit and look at trains. Or I can also ponder about how much money I made during this trip. Talk to this other guy, and his percentage is higher than what I'm getting. But basically, Landstar made 30% of what I made on this trip. So I'm still thinking, is it too much? Is it too low? Because everybody says it's too much, but then I don't know. Like their percentage, like let's say this guy, right, the other guy, his percentage is higher, but the rate is lower, you know. But he's leased to a company with his own truck, but the trailer belongs to the company. So I don't know. I wanted to get my own authority, you know, for a long time, but then, you know, it's stuff like this where you have to, because as a one truck owner, what are you gonna do? You're gonna deal with brokers again, and then of course the rate will be cheaper than what I can get the gross at Landstar here. And then you have to worry about their credit rating. Will they pay you, and how fast will they pay? So it's not that easy. So the jury is still out.